Hi, Nathan here. I'm from IBM Spectrum Product Plus engineer team. In this screencast, I'm going to explain to you what Service Level Agreement, or SLA, is, and how you can create, edit, and use some SLA policies to define your backup jobs. So, SLA stands for Service Level Agreement. SLA policies define your backup jobs, such as what time you want to create your backups, how long you keep or where you store those backup snapshots. For example, you can set up an SLA policy to define your backup jobs that takes a backup of your VMware virtual machines every day at 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. and keep your backup snapshots for at least 3 months. And you store your backup in a data center in New York, as well as the other one in Chicago, or you can even store your backup snapshots in cloud storage. Okay, let's begin. Open IBM Spectrum Product Plus and sign into it. And here's the dashboard, and you will see the navigation pane at the left-hand side. Expand Manage Protection here, and go to Policy Overview. This is the Policy Overview page, so you can see some information regarding your SLA policies. We'll talk about that a little bit later, so let's go ahead and scroll down just a little bit, and you will see a list of your SLA policies here: gold, silver, and bronze. They all come with your IBM Spectrum Product Plus by default, so they're called default SLA policies. Let's take a look. Gold, that takes backup every 4 hours. Keep your backup snapshots for at least 1 week. Silver, every day 11:10 p.m. 1 month. And here, please be careful. Timestamps here, like 11:10 p.m., they all are using your browser's time zones. For example, I recorded this video in Denver, so that's using US Central Time. So let's dig into gold. Click this pencil button here. So in this page, you can edit your SLA policy, in this case gold, which is one of the default SLA policies. And as you can see, there are several options like retention, frequency, start time, target site. Let's scroll down here and you can see replication policy here. Scroll down even further. Offload to cloud storage. Remember I said earlier, you can store your backup in cloud storage such as IBM Cloud Object Storage, Amazon S3, Azure. I'm not going to talk about every available option, but if you are interested, you can always click this question button here to open the online document. At this moment, I'm going to close here, and let's take a look at major options you'll be interested in. Retention. How long you want to keep your backup snapshots? 1 week. Other than that, automatically purged. If you want to keep your backup snapshots longer, let's say 1 month or even 1 year, 2 years, yes, you can change options here. Frequency. How often you want to make backup? Every 4 hours by default. If you want to create backup every 2 hours, yes, you can change here, or even you can create backup every 15 minutes. And in this case, make backup every other month, starting from the first day of the month, and you can define the start time here. Okay, target site, primary versus secondary. Let's imagine primary. You have your production environment, let's say VMware virtual machines, Oracle databases, IBM DB2 databases, Microsoft Exchange email, in your data center in New York. And let's call this primary site. And you have the other site, that's the data center in Chicago for the backup purpose. Let's call this secondary site. So in the main policy, okay, so this is the main policy. You create and store your backup in the same site. That's the data center in New York. And occasionally, you want to store your backup in Chicago. Let's take a look. Scroll down here, replication policy, backup storage replication. So let's check here. Secondary. Again, that's a data center in Chicago. And you don't have to use the same frequency. you can make backup and store them in Chicago every Sunday, for example. And in this case, even if your data center in New York goes down, you can always restore your data backup snapshots from the data center in Chicago. That's a secondary site. And let's scroll down just here and cloud storage. So yes, very similar. Frequency. You can select, you can set up the frequency you can define here. And cloud offload destination type, cloud servers. IBM Spectrum Product Plus supports 3 different cloud storage providers. IBM Cloud Object Storage, Amazon S3, Azure Blob Storage. And in addition, you can also select repository servers. So that is IBM Spectrum Product servers. Okay, and let's go back to cloud servers. And the very good thing is IBM Spectrum Product Plus supports multiple cloud storage services. So not only IBM Cloud, but you can also use AWS, Azure. And at this moment, I only have IBM Cloud Storage here, so I can only see this item. But if you add more, you can see more items here. Okay. And so this is the basic idea behind SLA policies, or how you can define your backup jobs. So I'm going to click cancel to use the default settings of this SLA policy. Now I'm going to show you how to associate your SLA policies with your backup objects. Backup objects, as you can see, IBM Spectrum Product Plus supports hypervisors, VMware, Hyper-V, applications, let's see, IBM DB2 databases, Exchange servers, MongoDB, Oracle databases, Microsoft SQL servers, and IBM Spectrum Product Plus. This is about catalog backup. And let's expand each item. VMware, what's in it? Backup, restore. Hyper-V, backup, restore. Exchange, backup, restore, and even catalog backup. Backup, restore. So you can associate, start, manage your backup policies, SLA policies, using the same fashion. Okay, so in this example, let's take a look at VMware. I click backup here and dig into this ESXi host, and you can see some VMware folders here, as well as virtual machines. Let's dig into my folder, and you can see some virtual machines I own. And let's associate Nathan CentOS1. That's a Linux virtual machine. And I'm going to select SLA policy and check gold and click save. And you can see SLA policy status gold in the list. Scroll up here, and as you can see, Nathan CentOS1, that's marked as gold. Okay, and you can actually select multiple items. For example, Nathan Win 2016, and if you click virtual machine, you can actually dig into disks in it. Okay, so I'm going to check this item. That's a disk in my Windows Server virtual machine. Select this policy. Check this in a similar fashion. Click save. Okay, and we also have 2 other SLA policies, silver and bronze. And let's take a look. Let's check here. This is the other Linux virtual machine. So I'm going to check this SLA policy, mark as silver. And you can actually select multiple SLA policies for the same backup object. Let's check silver alone and click save. And you can see silver here. And of course, you can see silver in this list. And it should start at 7 p.m. or 11 p.m. for the silver, but still it is 4:29 p.m. in Central Time. So, and that's why these SLA policies haven't started yet. But you can actually click actions and start the SLA policy manually. So let's do that. I just click start for the gold SLA policy. So now it is running. Okay, and you can cancel that, or you can post your schedule as well. And so scroll up, and let's take a look at jobs and operations page here, and you can see running job. Okay, VMware Gold is running right now. Job history. Okay, I actually ran Gold policy an hour ago or so. So that's why they're here. And let's take a look at policy and job list. Okay, VMware Gold still running, and you can see something similar here as well. And as you can see, you can manage all of your SLA policies here. Start, release schedule, pause. Okay, again, this is under jobs and operations, and click policy and job list, and you can see a list of all your SLA policies here. And like I said, you can associate your SLA policies with other objects such as Exchange servers, Oracle databases in a similar fashion. Now let's go back to VMware backup page. I'm going to show you. So as you see in the list, you have many virtual machines. That's normal, but you want to search your backup objects for those associated with your SLA policies. In that case, search for, you have to type something. And if you have no idea, let's use asterisk for select all, okay? And hit the search button. And then this menu appears, and you can actually filter and select silver, VMs. And because I only chose VMs, the Windows Server didn't appear because I selected the disk in it, not the virtual machine itself. So please be careful here. And scroll down here. Okay, it is now showing idle. Let's take a look. Great, the status is showing completed. That means backup job was successful. And if you expand here, you can see logs of your backup jobs. Okay, and you can also download your log file here, and you can see brief summary of your SLA policies. Succeeded, failed, and let's go back to policy overview. So as you can see, the SLA policy gold has 2 virtual machines. Silver, because I didn't run this SLA policy, you are seeing 0, but you will see 1 VM later on. Databases, if you register, let's say Oracle database, you will see 1 database, 2 databases here. So let's scroll down. And lastly, I'm going to explain to you what custom SLA policies are. So you can create your own SLA policies, not only 3, but 5, 10, even more. Let's take a look. Click Add SLA Policy button here, and you can create your own custom SLA policy. Let's name this Nathan Custom Platinum. And as you can see, the page very similar. Retention, frequency, start time, target site. For start time, please be careful. again, I'm recording this video in Denver, so this is Mountain Time. If I show this space to my friend in New York, she will see, oh, this is 2 o'clock because of the time zones. So please be careful, especially when you work with multiple agents, staying in different geolocations. So now I'm going to click Save. And let's take a look at the list. And as you can see, the custom SLA policy appears here. And this is a brief introduction to SLA policies, how you define your backup jobs. I hope you find this video helpful. Thanks for watching, and see you again.